what do you think is falls underneath addiction, or what do you think is what defines an addiction? I would say.
What defines an addiction? I think an addiction defines it can be a substance or a feeling that you crave, and for me it would be like smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
If I haven't smoked a cigarette in a day, then I'm craving for a cigarette, and I like it very much, but I know it's not good for my body in the long term.
So I hear a few good things. I think it's important to note that it's usually related with physical damage. So
Yeah.
addictions are usually not the most healthy things to do. You can have a sport addiction. I think those are maybe a bit more to the healthy side, but still it's not a good addiction, I think. And another important thing I heard, and I think it's true, is that it's the craving. So it kind of hijacks your brain into thinking that you need this substance to get through the day. Is that where you were going to?
Yes, this was what I was going to.
Okay, very good. No, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think we can define two kind of addictions. Like you said, you have like this porn, sugar. So there are two distinct differences for me, and that's one a substance addiction. For example, sugar, nicotine, cannabis, cocaine, whatever. And then we have another kind of addiction, and that's more like a behavioral addiction, I would say. It's like shopping, sporting,
Yes.
gambling, also an addiction I have. Gaming is also one. So I think we can start maybe with substance addiction, because these ones are, I think, more clear and more
Yes.
universal than difficult to say what's more universal, but I think we start there. Um, do you know the difference between addiction and dependence, Thibaut?
No. What's the difference?
So there is not really they're not exclusive, so it doesn't mean if one is it doesn't mean if one that the one can occur without the other one. No, they can both occur at the same time. But there is like a little subtlety in there, and I kind of found it interesting because last night I did a bit of homework before starting this topic.
It's very good.
Even though I didn't do the technical homework, but that's another point. um, so the dependence is actually something that results in a need for a drug or a substance when you are not under influence of it. So it's like a withdrawal symptom, and you feel the craving towards it when it has worn out.
Okay.
And the difference with an addiction is that you will take this substance nonetheless if you feel withdrawal or not. So before the withdrawal kicks in, you could already take a new dose to sustain the high and
Yeah. That's a
there's like a subtle difference, and I think this helped me because I feel like I have an addiction, but maybe it's more a dependence upon, like
certain times maybe.
yeah, in certain times indeed I will obviously yeah, I have a cannabis addiction, I would say. I would obviously smoke multiple joints after each other without the calm down, I would say. And then that would be like addictive behavior. And in other times, I would try to lessen the addiction and stop, or maybe go for a walk or something or whatever. And then I will feel the need to actually start smoking again. This is like the dependence upon. So they're not exclusive from each other, but sometimes people only have a dependence or people only have an addiction. So this is, I think, a clear a distinction that people don't always fully see that or fully know that. What would you say about cigarettes? How do you feel about that? Is it like something you have to continuously do, or is it it's something that you feel withdrawal to, and then you do another cigarette?
Because I've always the possibility to buy another pack of cigarettes. I don't really feel the withdrawal, because when I'm out of cigarettes, I just buy a new pack, and that's really yeah. It's easy for me to continue my addiction. And when I'm feeling sick, I don't smoke very much. But when I'm not sick and I'm healthy, I can smoke all day long without having really problems. I'm still a young man, so that I don't
Feel it right away.
Yeah, I don't feel it right away.
So I think one important thing you said here, there are a few of them, but the most important I want to highlight is the availability, I think.
Yeah. It's
especially
really
especially for cigarettes, and I think also for other drugs, that it's the availability towards drugs is one of the big factors, I think, for people to stay addicted.
That's true.
Even though, like, for example, for me then, even though that maybe the nearest dealer or coffee shops is a few hours away, I would still have the opportunity and the possibility to buy this. So the availability for me is also always there. And that makes it even more difficult to actually start working on it, because before you know it, you have already spent 100 euros again on weed, and then you have it, and you're like, oh shit,